Hello, everyone. How are you? Good evening. I'm happy to be here this evening. My name is Fumilola Akintola Williams. I am the lead coach at the founder of Fountains Academy. It is an online mentorship academy for girls, and by the grace of God, we have curriculums through which we run girls through to ensure that they grow into resilient young people that are able to impact their generation, themselves, and the world at large for good. And then what are you still waiting for? By now, your daughter should be in our mentorship system so we can all grow together. Yes, yes, yes. And then on our YouTube channel, we have several videos that has close to 100 videos that talks about everything that you need to know about your girl child, how you can manage your relationship with them, how you can help them, how you can help them navigate also so that they are not making, or at least they are minimizing errors to ensure that nobody is scarred or burnt on the journey to becoming. Alrighty, and then today we're talking about something that I find very um it's dear to my heart in the sense that most of every of our effort, the things that we're trying to do, the mentoring that you're trying to do, putting your girls in the right track that you're trying to do, everything is so that your girl can get ahead, so that your girl doesn't become a liability, so that your girl doesn't become a burden, so that instead of your girl being a burden, your girl becomes a blessing. I think that is the call for me, where I'm content everything well, I like to say the reason why we need to go the extra mile for our girls is so that they don't become a burden, but they don't become a burden, but a blessing. Because your girl is not meant to just be an addition to the world. Your girl is meant to be a blessing. Your girl is meant to. The world is meant to be better because of the singular fact that your girl is in there in whatever sphere of influence she finds herself, whether now or as she's growing. But let me let you know, this is beyond mere wishful thinking. Just wishing it won't make it happen. Just hoping it will happen won't make it happen. Just thinking it will happen won't make it happen. You need to go out of your way. And when I mean out of, you really need to go out of the way. You need to stretch yourself. You need to put yourself out there to ensure that you help your girl. Because really, most of these things that is going to happen to the girl is dependent on you. Your girl needs your help. Your girl needs your guidance. Most of all, your girl needs your patience. And that's why I'm going to be sharing with us today about the 10 things that is necessary for a teenage daughter to get ahead. Have you seen? I have seen girls that you know, um, when I got on this intentional parenting journey, I always do things like, don't wish for another child, okay? Don't wish that, oh, how I wish that, have you had that feeling that you're thinking, oh, how I wish that's my girl doing that rendition, or how I wish that's my girl doing, do you understand? All of us, there's no one that doesn't like what is good. There's no one that doesn't like what is beautiful. But let me tell you, that thing that is good, that thing that is beautiful, has taken years. It has taken the parents of that girl, it has taken the mentors of that girl, the coaches of that girl, years to get to that level. So if you want people's results, then you need to begin to do the things that they are doing. Don't mind me, I'm trying to straighten my curls, my natural curls, if I can call it that. Seem natural. If your hair shape, yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, looks better now. So, if you want, I was saying that if you want people's results, then you need to be doing the things. Pardon me, I'm trying to get a more comfortable sitting. Yeah, I think this is better for me. So if you want people's results, you need to be doing the things that they are doing. I mean, it's just stands to reason. It's just common wisdom. So you can't be doing what people, you cannot not be doing what people are doing, and then you are expecting to have the result. That must be witchcraft. I mean, at the barest minimum, it must be witchcraft, and at the highest, it must be. I don't know. So, if there are things you want your girl to become, if you're seeing some girls that you wish, oh, I wish that my daughter is this, my daughter is that. So, don't stop wishing. Stop wishing. Start doing. Start putting in the work. That girl you're seeing. For myself, I say to myself and other adults now, I say, oh, I wish I knew, I wish I knew all of these things years and years and years. But now I've woken up now. What am I going to do? So, can we wake up? Can our girls wake up earlier than we woke? Do you understand? That is the conversation. And that's why today you want your girl to get ahead. And when I say get, I mean get ahead in all stratas, in all spheres, in their manners, in their intellect, in how they're approaching impact, how they're approaching the journey of purpose, everywhere. Nobody wants, just that kind of person. I say it to myself, I say it to my daughter, I say it's not possible that I will be in a place and it will not be known that I am there. I don't say it with I say that with all sense of responsibility, because that is what I have come to know I can't be in a place and just fold my hands and do nothing. Your impact has to be felt. You have to be known. Your daughter so it is not pride, it's not show off like some people say. Some people say, I know, don't let them know that you are there. I said, what is that? What is that? The Bible calls us light, so we're meant to shine. You're not meant to put a light on and then you go and hide it under a bushel, okay? So what you're meant to do with the light is you're meant to shine the light. So if your daughter must shine as the light that she is, there are a lot of things that it won't just happen. No, I just so said to it won't just happen. You want what people have when you want the results people are having, then you need to be ready to put in the kind of work that they are putting in. And trust me, people are putting in work, a lot of work, a lot more, much more than you think behind the scenes. They won't come and tell you. Of course, now the journey of becoming is not for social media reels and Instagram likes and the like. Is behind the scene, and you have to understand that. Okay, so the next first thing you need to do, if one of the things I highlighted 10 here, but you should know that it's more than that. This is just a guide to you, to help you on your journey with your teenage girl. So number one thing I said if you want for your daughter to get ahead, and I've told you what getting ahead. So getting ahead is not getting even. Getting ahead is getting ahead of her own self in terms of purpose, in terms of impact, in terms of the difference she wants to make in the world, so that she's not just like every other normal. Sorry, give me a minute. Excuse me, please. So sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that. That was a call that was quite important, and so sorry about that. So I said, if you need to for your daughter to get her, what are the things that are necessary for your daughter? Number one, your daughter needs to understand structure for consistent. I mean, there has to be a structure for consistent and deliberate instruction. See, this is one thing I've noticed about even as an adult, you want to get ahead in life. As an adult, you don't want to just for I don't know for other people, but for me, I don't want to live my life anyhow. I don't want to live life, on my terms. Time is gone. I can't even live life on my terms no more. It has to be lived on the terms of what is my assignment, what is my purpose, what is my calling, what should I be doing in this season of my life? What should I be doing? And if there's anything that has reinforced that in me in recent times, this is the death of a very dear friend. And I'm wondering if my friend does this my friend have an idea that this at the end is coming so soon? Was that why she's able to or is able to, rally around and do all of the things that you needed to do? It can just be a couple of years older than me, and then already we have buried him. So for me, I understand that for me not to live an ordinary life, for me not to just, you know, live as though I did not live, I must understand that there has to be a structure for consistent and deliberate instruction. If your daughter will get ahead, there has to be that structure. Your daughter can't just be an anyhow person. And anyhow people don't get nowhere. You can write that in the comment section if you're watching me live. Anyhow, people don't get nowhere. That's the truth. The world is not structured to reward anyhowness. The world is structured to reward to reward people that take instruction. Your daughter wants to fly, then she must take instruction. So if you have a daughter that is struggling with instruction, you should know that should tell you that you have a lot of work to do. That's what it simply tells you. You find that struggling with instructions, you find that struggling with corrections. See, there is no one that gets ahead without taking instruction. And see what I put it. I said consistent and deliberate instruction taking. It must be consistent and it must be deliberate. It must be deliberate. It must be programmed. It must be intentional. If you want your daughter to get ahead. This life doesn't reward anyhowness. I learned that very late. Life does not reward anyhowness. If you're watching live, you can put that in the comment section. Life does not reward anyhowness. So you want your daughter to get ahead. You want your daughter not just be a speck in the dust. Your daughter must start honoring instructions. And it's not just for hearing, it is for actual doing, because that is what instructions are meant for. Imagine there is no gadget that we have that we don't have instructions for it. Imagine our phones, our laptops I'm using to project this class, even the most simplest of, there's nothing that you get, that will not have instruction. So why do we think that we can just, let our girls just go AY and then we say that we're serious? We don't know what we're doing. Nobody gets ahead without taking instructions. Nobody gets ahead in life without following instructions. Instructions about every aspect of life. So you have to sit back again on this journey of it. So my daughter said, "Oh, mommy, do I have to?" Say, "Yes, you have to." She said, "Why?" And I explained why. So if it takes you 1 million to keep explaining why you can't be this way, why you can't be that way, why it has to be, why you have to read, why you have to study, why you have to journal, why you have to meditate, why you have whatever it is that you need to do. If she wants to, so let her know as many times as possible. Because I have come to real, I look up to a lot of people a lot, and that's giving me. And I look beyond looking up to. I watch them, I listen to them, I hear them, and I see the pattern of life they are living. And that kind of pattern of life is as though, it's as though it's regimented. Sometimes you're wondering, what is this? When can we even breathe? Well, I'm sorry. If you want to do anyhow, well, maybe impact is not for that person. Anyone that wants to do anyhow, be anyhow, maybe you don't want to do the journey of impact. But if you must make an impact, but if you must make a difference, you can't afford to be like every other person. It's, sometimes it's going to cost personal pleasure. Sometimes it's going to cost personal personal wants. That's the truth. Your daughter has to understand that. So there has to be a system of consistent and deliberate instructions. Beyond instructions, there must be execution of that instruction. There must be. That's what it's a hard conversation. But I've looked at myself, and I said, okay, who do you really want to raise? Do you really want to raise someone, just someone, or someone that's going to make a difference? So it actually is back to us. Who do you want to raise? It's on me. Who do I want to raise? When I'm dying, when I'm dead, when I'm no longer here, who will my daughter become? What will she be known for? What kind of a person will she be? Will she be a value adding individual or someone that is just there? So if I want my daughter to be someone that adds value, I want my daughter to be someone of impact, someone of relevance, then I must understand, I must know, I must accept them myself. So if you're not taking instructions, I wonder what on what moral standing or what pedestal you're going to stand to dish out or issue instructions to your daughter. So these are conversations you should have first of all with yourself before having with your daughter. So if your daughter must get ahead, your daughter must have a consistent and deliberate instruction. Instruction as to everything, every aspect of life. And I say it with all sense of responsibility, every aspect of life. Talking, walking, studying, everything, relationships as they are growing, values, there has to be instruction. Go and check. People that are, in the ends of at the ends of our affairs, rather, go and check them. They don't live their lives anyhow. They do not do any, they do not behave anyhow. They do not. I was watching a documentary on the this man that owns the Facebook and Twitter and all of that, Mark Zuckerberg, and he was trying to talk about how that he had put his kids in a particular system, and I said, what? So this is it. So there's a way to these things. So if you want your daughter to get ahead, your daughter has to be ready. She has to be ready to take instructions. And it has to be, don't forget the two words. The instructions has to be consistent, they have to be deliberate, intentional. So it depends. What do you want? What do I want to achieve? This parenting thing I'm doing, this modeling thing I'm doing, what do I want to achieve with it? I don't think when I'm no longer here, what will my daughter be? What will she be known for? Who will she be? Yeah. So the next thing that is necessary for your teenage daughter to get ahead in life, she has to be somebody. There has to be constant check-ins. Constant. When I say, especially when they're getting to teenage, constant check-ins. Always checking with your daughter. Always checking. Don't assume. What's that scripture? I say, woe to them that say there is ease in Zion. Don't assume everything is fine. Don't assume, oh, well, I have dotted all the T's, I've crossed all the I's. That is the greatest, one of the greatest mistakes that you can make. Check in constantly. Seek to find out what's going on, what's happening. Constant check-ins with your daughters. Constant. I do it, and that's what I'm saying to you. My schedule is so packed, but the little time or the time I'm gonna have, I'm gonna make it qualitative. When I'm without, you're calling me, I won't pick your calls. I can always return the calls. Checking, like really checking. Do you know what it means to check in? How are you doing? And I cut across all the stratas. How are we mentally? How are we physically? How are we? Is our love tank full? These are questions I ask. And you know, they may go, but when they say that is a routine, they start looking forward to it. To the check-ins. Yeah. You know that will start. You don't say, "I know she's a single." She just no. I know she needs her space, but there should still be a you and her time for you to check in with her to really see what's going on, and also to check in to see this is I'm teaching you. Sometimes you ask for feedback. That takes me to the next point. Sometimes you need to ask for feedbacks. So you check in. How are you? Is there something? Is there any pressure somewhere? What's going on in school? Tell me about school. So it goes beyond. It goes beyond the how was school kind of question. This is about me checking in, saying how are you doing? What's going on with you? I care. I am here. I want to listen. Those are the things that gives your daughter the wings to fly, because she knows that yes, there's somebody somewhere that's checking with me. I am not alone. Somebody is checking with me. So when I say checking, it's not just like it's beyond, it's not the glossy how are you. It is the can we sit, can we chat? What's going on? My daughter knows that if she says, "Mommy, I need you," mommy will drop everything. And I say everything without everything excluding nothing. It's okay, can we talk? So checking with your daughters, checking with them to see how they're really doing. How they really do? How are they coping with that new school? How are they coping with the change of environment? How are they coping with the change in status? How are they coping with the change in circumstances? Whether for good or for whatever, how are they coping? Checking with them so that they're not internalizing things, so that they're not putting things on themselves without letting them out. Because when they do that, it inhibits them from really getting. And you're wondering, oh, my daughter is I belong to a group, a parenting group, where I'm learning parenting. Of course, I'm learning parenting by now. So a lot of people just move from one place to the other, and a lot of people are having struggles with their daughters, and then they come to say, "I don't know what's happening. My daughter was in Nigeria. She used to be this. She used to be that. She used to be, and then suddenly in this new place, the teachers are complaining." And I'm saying, and I sit down and say, "Okay, what happened to your check-ins? Because if you're checking in, you will find you. Those are the questions you're going to ask." Those are the questions you go and ask during check-ins. How's it going with this new school? Our change of environment, our change of circumstances, our change of lifestyle. How's it settling? How are you adjusting to it? So that's just an example. That's the kind of checking you need to be doing. Some of us the kind of checking you need to be doing. So, okay, what's going on with you now? Okay, we had a misunderstanding. Can we talk about it? So that's what it means to really check in. The next thing for your daughter that is necessary for your teenager to do to get ahead is there has to be reflections. Anyone that wants to be a person of impact, anyone that wants to be, as I was coming back from church just this afternoon, I amazed even me at how far I had reflected. It was just like a 10 minutes is it even up to 10 minutes, 10 minutes or maybe 8 minutes walk. And I found that I was asking myself questions. I was talking to myself, asking myself questions. Okay, if you do this, what's gonna happen? What is the worst case scenario? What's the best case scenario? What are your alternatives? That's reflection. So you're not just taking decisions based on how you're feeling. You're not just taking decisions based on how everything is doing you right now. You're really sitting with yourself. So your daughters must learn. They must learn to sit with themselves. That's one thing girls need to learn in this age. This decision I want to take, how does it affect who I'm becoming? That's what they call reflection. So you have to teach your daughter how to do it. First, you should do it, then you teach your daughter how to do it. Don't forget, your daughter don't know these things until you teach them. So this step I want to take, this friend I want to make, this course I want to study, it's that deep. How does it automatically, how does it at the end of the day affect who I'm becoming, the kind of person the kind of life I'm supposed to be living? How does it affect me later on? Your daughter is not too young to reflect. The earlier they start, the better for them. The earlier they start, the better for them. We have too many girls taking too many foolish decisions. I've taken a couple of, a couple of them in my days too, if I can say that. So, but it doesn't have to continue. It doesn't have to continue. So teach your daughter to sit with herself, by herself, and reflect by herself. Nobody is teaching. You're not forcing her. But how is that going to happen when they see you? They see you. Do you reflect? Do you write your reflections down? Because really, how are you going to do better if you don't juggle the actions that you've taken in the times past, the ones you're currently taking, and then the toll it has had on your overall quality of life? So how are you going to do it? So if you don't do it, how will your daughter do it? So if you're rather together, because really, this world is a very, there are a lot of decisions that you will think that it is right, or based on how you feel, makes me feel good, makes me feel this, that, but beyond how it's making you feel, how does it impact on your overall, purpose, your overall assignment? Your daughter has to understand that, she has to know that. So that's why your daughter has to learn to be able to reflect. Teach your daughters these things. These are the things that will help her to get it. So she's not just, she's not just flippant. Too many girls are flippant. Too many girls are, that's the word, flippant. They don't think things through. They just, pam, they have moved. Pam, they have done. This, they have done. So help your daughter. You are the one to help them. Sit with, girls can't sit. Have you noticed? They can't sit. They don't want to be by themselves. I said to the girls, I said, my best times are when I'm alone. And it is the truth. My best time. Oh, I love company. I want to talk to my mom. I want to talk to my sister. I want to talk to my friends. But there are times I need to talk to myself. So my best times are when before the craziness of the day starts. Those early mornings. Those are my best periods. Sit with myself. Okay, how far? Now that we are here, how do we move from here? What do we do from here? So it's going to help her shaping her decision, reflection. Another thing your daughter must do to get ahead in life, your daughter there must be feedbacks. There has to be feedbacks. And now this feedback is going to be coming from you, from our other adults, from our coaches, from the support system that you have given your daughter. Yes. Why is it important? I will share in a bit. It's important because these are the people that have the best interest of your daughter at heart. The number one person that has the best interest of your daughter at heart is you. After that are the other adults that you have placed in her life. After that are the coaches and all of the people that are guiding her on her journey, depending on where she's headed. So there should be feedbacks. Yes. So the feedback is not coming from a place of, oh, we're competing with you. It's not coming from a place of, oh, we are watching out for you to fail. Rather, you are watching out. You are cheering your daughter on to get to where she's going. I said to my daughter, they say there is nobody that will tell you all of the things that I will tell you. I am the only person. So you are the only authority in the life of your child. So don't delegate or don't abdicate your authority. Don't abdicate your authority for anything. So if you are seeing a defect somewhere, please let there be a feedback. I did not say fight back. There's a difference between feedback and fight back. So feedback is you sitting another down. I have observed this pattern. I have seen this. This is what will happen if you continue in this pattern, and this is what will happen if you continue this pattern. So can we talk about how can I help you? I've had to have my daughter. I've had to ask my daughter that a couple of times. How do you think I can help you? This particular struggle that I am seeing, there's no way you can continue like this, and then we'll get where we want to go. How can I help? That's feedback. So give feedbacks. Don't say, I know, I'll talk and talk. What do you mean you talk and talk? You keep talking until you're sure that it has registered. So feedbacks. So I didn't say fight back. I didn't say shout back. I didn't say, I know that the temptation to one on two of that is very high. Trust me, I'm on your table. But because you know that you're not your daughter's, you're not your daughter's what's it? You are at peace. So it's not as though you are doing that so that to demoralize or to deaden her voice or whatever. No, you are doing it because you know where she's going. You're doing it based on what you have seen that she could achieve, or you have seen what her potentials are, and you know that if she continues on this particular place, this is not likely to happen. So you have to give that feedback. So when teachers give feedback about your daughters, how do you take it? How do you take feedback from your daughter's teachers, your daughter's mentors, your daughter's, how do you take it? Do you say, oh, they are picking on my daughter? Oh, they are, all of us, our daughters are perfect now. It's very funny. That is what I've realized. But your daughter is not perfect. She's a human being. So she's not. She'll make mistakes. She'll do some things that you're gonna wonder, is she really my daughter? So how do you take those things? When those feedbacks come, for example, they say, for that you have gone to your daughter's open day, do you defend her, or do you take that and be like, okay, how can I help my daughter? Don't forget, everything you're doing is towards helping her. How can I help her? How can I help her become? How can I support her? How can I guide her? How can I make her see what I'm trying to sell? So feedback, so your daughter is gonna need it. Because you know what? Even though she might be looking like, oh, she might be resisting, might look like though she's not listening, she's not this, she's not that. But you know what? If you continue, if you stay true to that, all of the things, all of the this day, my mom still calls me to say, for me that till today. Till today, I wish that she watching me like that. She'll be able to chat in the comment section and tell you that it's true. I still receive feedbacks. I still do. I still do. But some of us, we are, we're above, we're above we're above corrections, we're above, we don't have people correcting us. It is a dangerous, dangerous place to be. Nobody is giving you feedbacks. It's dangerous. That means you can easily fall. That's the truth. Sometimes my coach wakes me up 5 a.m. Sometimes before I say, hey God, I beg. She will say, okay, this. I say, oh God, okay. So if there's nobody in your life, if you're the only one, you're the only one running the affairs of your life. I don't know what to say. You're the only one piloting the affairs of your life by yourself. Nobody is anybody that can say this is what I see or this is what I see is where you should adjust. So if that's happening to you, then what do you think is happening to your child? We should check it. Your daughter needs feedback. She needs to know how she's doing. She needs to know how she's faring. She needs to know. Put that structure in place for her. You will help her. You will also help yourself. Don't forget, whatever we do is coming back to us. And even the ones that we don't do, still coming back to us. Either it's coming back in forms of reward or it's coming back in form of consequences. So which would you rather have, dear parents? And some of us, we don't want to be in the bad books of our daughters. It's better to be in their bad books now. It is better to be in their bad books now. It is better to be in their bad books now. Then later, oh, now I understand what mom's always said. Now I understand what mom's always said. Feedback. You don't need to get ahead. Everybody needs it. So I'm saying again, if you don't have anybody that gives you feedback, it's dangerous. Pause and ask yourself, am I really going somewhere? Because if you're actually going somewhere, somebody must be somebody somewhere. Whether father figure, mother figure, parent, coach, whatever, there has to be somebody somewhere checking you, checking in with you. Another thing that your daughter needs to get ahead in life, your daughters need volunteering. These ones, I don't know how else to say it. Let me give you an instance. In our church, my daughter and then her cousins, they are anything, they call them. I can say they are the most hands-on girls in church. And then the mother of my cousin, my daughter's cousins go, and I said, no. She wants to, I didn't know that. She said, no. Nobody gets lower for volunteering. Nobody gets smaller, that's the word, for volunteering. It's fine. It is fine. Whatever they gain as they're volunteering, whatever they learn as they're volunteering, whatever they pick up as they're volunteering becomes theirs. That's what I have learned. Your daughter needs it. She needs to be able to express, her giftings. And the only way to express giftings is through volunteering. Volunteering helps your daughter to express giftings. All those gifts that's inside of her, that's where to show now. So don't hide them. Don't say, no, it's only my daughter that is here. Yes, it's only your daughter. If they'll say, if they're telling you probably wherever you are going to, maybe you are worshiping or your whatever you have commitments to, and they say, we need girls to do the push your daughters there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that you're silly or you're foolish or you don't know how to. No, it means that you want your daughter to get ahead. That's what it means. Volunteering has opened doors for me a lot. A lot. I've always done it. I always do it. So let your daughters volunteer. Don't be like, don't think, oh, they are making them do all of the dirty, quote and unquote. It's fine. It's very okay. It is very, very okay. Oh, my daughter, you see my daughter that is in that class? Yes. When he starts to speak, even you'll be surprised. When he starts to speak, you are wondering, wow. So right now, it looks like though they are punishing. It looks like though your daughter people hiding their daughters. Let other people hide their daughters. You don't hide yours. You're not raising your daughter for your flat, for your duplex, for your home. You are raising your daughter for the world. Your daughter's impact needs to be felt. So if you can't even do that at mere volunteer level, how would you do that on a global stage? Think about it. Think about it. When my daughter is at my daughter's coaching academy, their coach goes, "Oh, we need somebody to." I say, "Here, she's available. She's available." I don't care. I don't care. I know what I'm aiming at. I know what I'm pushing for. I know what I'm pushing for. So please, let them volunteer. You have a friend that has a store or a big shop where your daughter can pick skills after school, maybe 1 hour, maybe of course I know that you may not be every day, but let her have let her mind be exposed to that part of life. Now, let me tell you, in the Western world, they tell you that we need your if there are two people that are looking trying to get a job or something, and one has just been staying at home hoping to get a job, and the other person is been volunteering. I tell you, the chances of that one that's been volunteering is higher than the other one, because you know that yes, you are hands on. You know that yes, you are able to quickly adapt your situation to suit whatever it is that they are going to present to you. Don't hide your daughters. I don't hide my daughter. I never do. This morning, as a matter of fact, before I came for the class, I led them in church. They were cleaning up. They will be fine. There's nothing wrong with it. They were cleaning up. I said, all of you, the three of them and two other boys. I put them. I need to, because it's been a past couple of days been a bit rough. I said, let me just go and then just kind of calm down before I come for my class. So don't hide your daughters. Don't do it. You want them to get ahead. You want them to address people. You want them to be known. You want them to be impactful, and you are hiding them. How? It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Don't hide them. Nobody dies from work. Nobody dies from work. It is laziness, it is poverty that kills people. Not work. So if your daughter will get ahead, she needs to be able to do that. Let her volunteer. From sometimes I wish that and if you're in Africa where there is opportunity for there's opportunity for you to put your daughter through a lot of things and you're not utilizing it, then it is wrong. You are very wrong. It is when you get into the Western one and you're looking for where to put your daughter and then you're not finding, then that's when you'll be missing it. So now, any opportunity, maximize it. Let your daughters volunteer. Another thing that will push your daughters ahead in life, that is necessary for them to get ahead, they must understand the concept of timeline. I will explain using scenarios that you understand. Timeline. Your daughter must understand that there is timeline. Nobody has forever. So what your daughter needs to learn per time, ensure that she learns it, so that you're not repeating cycles. There's a timeline. There's a timeline. There is a timeline. Nobody has forever. Some of us at time are even winding up faster than we know. Honestly. It is the death of this my friend that even opened my eyes to that. Some of us, our time is winding up. Is it winding down or winding up? I'm not sure. Well, some of us, our time is winding. We don't know. We don't know whether we have 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. We are praying. Everybody, and there's no one that wants to, there's no one that wants to, everybody wants to be here now because they say that this life is very sweet and all of that. So nobody wants to live like that. So we don't have time to waste. So let your daughter understand that there's no time to waste. Girls are very funny. I'm still young. I'm still too young. Nobody. The other day, I keep wondering that when did I get to this age? When did they give birth to us? Because it feels like yesterday to me, and already we are here. And you're asking yourself, hey, how far? All those things that you wanted to do, all those dreams, all those ideas, how far with them now? So we can do better with our daughters. That's what I mean. So there's something your daughter is needing to be learning per timeline, per time frame. Please don't withhold your hand. And if you see that you're already lagging, please go and wear your trousers, put your zipper very well, and get on board. If you're already seeing, because some of us were seeing the gap, but we're thinking, oh, I still have time. You don't have time. You don't have time. That is one thing that it has been reinforced in my mind in recent times, is the fact that we don't have time. When did we start? Let us go and check now. When did we start January? I remember January started like yesterday, and we went on the holiday and everything. And now suddenly it's gonna be October. And we're saying we have time. And then your daughter is still the same sport, the same things that she was doing, the same silly things that she was doing in January, she's still doing it in October, and you're not thinking it's a cause for concern. There's no time. There's no time. So, part time, what have you structured for your daughter? part time in this particular season. What do you have? Do you have a time? Do you have your parenting plan? Like between when my daughter is this, and this is what we should have done. I do, and I'm suggesting you do the same. When we're this, where should we be when we're this? Remember, I told myself that she's 10, this is what I want us to. And when she clocked 10 and we start ourselves, does looks like we still have work to do. We'll go back to our drawing board. And the one that you're doing well, you give yourself a pat on the back. Sometimes I do give myself a pat on the back. And sometimes I do say, hold for me, you've been playing, sit up. Do you understand what I mean? Because your daughter, nobody has all the time, nobody has forever. So that it doesn't, so that, and because see, all of your time that you have with your daughter to do all of the things, to put all of the things you need to put in, by the time she's 10, habits are formed, what view is formed, opinions is one, value is formed. So 10 to 18, you're just trying to amend, correct, and that's why you say a lot of people struggle too much with their teenage daughters. I don't want to struggle when she's the 13 or 14-year-old. That's not when I want to be struggling. So now I'll be putting in the work now. And that's why I say you can't negotiate some things. There's some things that we can't negotiate around here. Depending on what is important to you, though, there's some things that we don't negotiate around here. So timeline. By the certain age, what do you see your daughter doing? By a certain, and don't forget, you also do not have all of the time. What if you say you'll be there till she's 30, she's 40, and you're not there? It is grace. It is grace. So, but the question is, there's something I ask myself always. In this way, I'm pushing my daughter. If I'm not here tomorrow, I'm not here. I'm praying. Everybody's praying to be here. I don't want to go nowhere, but I'm saying that it is still, anything can still happen. Can your daughter move? Can she move? She'll be stuck. Can she move? Or did they say to her, oh, go to hostel, go to these new people, you'll be with them for. Can your daughter adjust? Can she adapt? Those are your tests. Some of us, we you do pump, you think that, oh, it's always be like that. I'm not here to be an angel of joy. I'm just telling you how life works. Because sometimes it can work in a way that you do not expect. That's the truth. If anybody had told me in 2022, that the changes that happened in my life in 2023, 2024, if anybody had told me that those changes will happen and I'll have to now, go back to my drawing board and begin to strategize, okay, this is what I need to do, I would not have believed. I said, no matter what has happened, no. But that is what life, hands down or hands out at times. So when it does those handing out, how will your daughter fare? Because that really is the question. How will your daughter fare? So their parents are just, if your daughter will get ahead, you must understand that whatever getting you're needing to do, you're doing it within a timeline. So don't sleep. We're not here to sleep. We're here to guide. We're here to help. We're here to encourage and support. The next thing that your daughter needs to, if she wants to get ahead, your daughter needs opportunities for practice, or what I call showcase. Your daughter needs opportunities for practice or showcase. There has to be a template to practice what you're teaching your daughter. There has to be an opportunity to practice what she's learning. Your daughter has to be able to practice. You have just told her, oh, if you're coming from this place, then you branch it. You just use mouth to say it, and that is it. There has to be a certain day where she will have to actually branch here, as you said it, branch that. There has to be an opportunity. You've been teaching a particular value, there has to be a way to play it out. Maybe you send her on holiday, maybe you send her somewhere, maybe you have to look for anyhow you want to do it. So that you know where you need to adjust, you know where you need to re-strategize, you know where you need to refocus. So that you're not just, a lot of us, we assume a lot. I've said it before. We think our daughters are the most best behaved in our own eyes. In your own eyes, you think that your daughter is, and you're wondering. I was, when we're buying for camp, this year, and then we're thinking, okay, this is, and some parents reach and said, they said, no, we want to know the girls that come to camp, hope they are well behaved, so that they will not, and they will not, and they will not, and they will not. I said, what if it is your own daughter that will go and corrupt the girls on camp? Have you thought of that possibility? Yes. I said, no, no, my daughter. I said, look at you. So by the time I gave one or two, I said, I think you're right, though. I said, I'm not right. Your daughter is a saint. Am I saying your daughters are bad? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you must give your daughters opportunity to practice or to showcase what you have taught them. You have taught them values about honesty, for example. You have not given them opportunity to test it. So how will you know whether they are truly honest when everything there, nothing, their values have never been tested? When you will know, see like me like this, my values have been tested. Hiya, they have been tested, tested. Go inside test. Go. So if your values are not tested, how do you know that you have those values? It's the same thing. To create opportunities. And when you are creating these opportunities, don't forget you're not creating it so that they can fall. No, you're not setting trap. Creating opportunities is not setting trap. Please don't go and be a trap setter for your daughter. I'm not saying put her in a situation where she must fall yakata. No, I'm just saying give her an option to exercise what you have built in her. Oh, yeah. If you have done any building, give her an option. Let her be a circumstance where she needs to think, oh, if mommy is here, what will mommy have me do? Because mommy won't always be there, daddy won't always be there. But now that I am here, what am I going to choose? What am I going to choose? That really is the question. So you must begin to think. You say, how do I begin to create opportunities? You can start by saying, okay, we've been talking about, for example, talking about maybe the particular value you've been trying to hammer on and work on. Pardon me, I'm trying to set my light. So maybe you have been talking about a particular value and whatever. Let them go to a friend's house. Let them go to their own, for your probably your own friend where they can be for a couple of days. That's where you get the feedback of what you're doing. Let them be in a situation you have been teaching about patience. You have let them have a difficult friend. Then you see how they will manage. We're talking about savings or whatever. Give them the money. For example, my own daughter now, if we've been talking about savings as though we have not started the work at all. I was sharing with my friend that and this girl, I don't understand. So give them opportunities. Let them showcase what you have been teaching them. You've been teaching them how to manage you, how to whatever. Let them be the way they're the ones to take and man the affairs of the home and see how far they will come. Do you understand what I mean? You've been teaching them, oh, this is how to cook or this is how to entertain them. Give them opportunity to do it. Do you see different instances now, so that you yourself you can score yourself. Me like this time, you say I should call myself. I know what I will score. I know where I have to go and sit down again and begin to do the work all over again in humility in this time that I have left. Don't forget I told us we don't have all of the time. So give you and don't set trap for them, please. Don't say, hey, maybe I've been saying it. You are not honest. No, no. You're not a trap setter. Don't set traps for your daughter, but give them opportunity. Let them be able to pick from the abundance of what you have put in them. That is if you have been putting something in them. Another thing that daughter needs to get ahead for your teenager to get ahead is she needs relatable expectations. Don't let your daughter think that life is just blankets. Life is not blankets where I'm coming from. Relatable expectations. How do I mean? Based on her strength, based on her interest, there should be expectations. Oh, trust me, my daughter knows that I have expectations. I sure do. But they are relatable. They're not out of this world. They're not impossible. They're not what she's not been exposed to. Same thing, I think, is in the scriptures about how that you're not able, how that God won't tempt you more than what it is that you can bear. So your daughter must know that there are expectations. What are they? Have you made them clear? Or you are just assuming by yourself by yourself? Say, I know. So you know that thing that you need to say. I say, no, the daughter of who you are. What do you mean? What do you know of that statement? What does that statement even mean? Whose daughter am I? You did tell me whose daughter I am. It's when the day you want to leave to go to university. And say, I know, no, the daughter of who you are. Who did they tell that? I know they told me that. What does that statement even mean? Does the daughter know? In this family, this is what we stand for. This is what we don't do. When we go, this is how we comport ourselves. This is how we dress. This is how we talk. This is what we're expected to do. When we're in classes, this is what we do. My daughter knows all those expectations. So that nobody is coming up with surprises for me. I don't want no surprises. So there has to be relatable expectations based on an interest, based on abilities, and based on the work that you have put in. So your daughter knows that there's an acceptable standard of behavior. As I am right now, full blown adult, if I may say that, I know there's an acceptable standard of behavior, acceptable standard of doing things. So I can't just do anyhow. I can't be anyhow. I can't be anyhow. Your daughter has to understand that we can't. If we must get ahead, then you can't live on everybody's terms. You can't live on everybody's terms. Does your daughter knows this or anything goes? Anything doesn't go where I'm coming from. No, anything doesn't. You can't just. You can't. You can't. Is she aware? Or she's just groping in the dark and trying to figure out whether if I do this, I don't know whether this. Your daughter must know, as a matter of certainty, what to expect. Expectations in our academics. What do you expect in academics? In our value system, what do you expect? In our friendship, what do you expect? When she's out of your home, how do you expect her to conduct herself amongst friends, amongst elderly people, in coaching academies? Do you understand what I'm saying? So relatable expectation based on interest, ability, and the work that you have also put in. Your daughter has to understand these things. Those are the things that will help her. Why this is important, so that when she leaves your home, so that when she leaves that stage of okay, you're no longer blanketing anymore, then she's able to keep picking from that expectation, and that's when you can now say that you know the daughter of who you are, because over time it has been clear. Over time, she's come to understand. Over time, she's come to accept. For example, I said to my daughter, I said, there are some things that I must never. She knows it's not by you don't have to shout it. There's some words that must never come out of your mouth, no matter the level of your provocation. She's aware. So I don't want no surprises. This one will not come from sister. No, come and see what your daughter saying. You now say, what? What's even that? What have you been doing? So expectation, relatable. Your daughter must know what to expect. I mean, she must know. You must know. She must know. It's a new school term. What academic expectations have you set for each other? Then how are you going to help her? Don't forget I said you're not setting trap. You're not a trap setter for your daughter. The next thing your daughter needs to do to get ahead, there has to be believable workings. Your daughter has to see workings. How do I mean? You. What's going on with you? She has to see what you're doing. Your daughter has to see that, oh no, these people are not just saying. So you are a talk and do mom, a talk and do that. For example, children, what a girl, what they rebel against is hypocrisy. You are saying, don't do this, you are doing that. Your working is not believable. So show believable workings. Let them say that your mouth and your action are one and the same. So to raise a daughter that's going to get ahead, your mouth and action have to be. So you have to check yourself again. You can't go and be doing this to the child and doing this at the back. You're confusing her. She doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know who to be. She doesn't know which way to go. Your workings must show believable workings. Your daughter has to say that, no, my mom will not even accept because my mom is not even like this. My dad will not even because but we confuse our daughters. We confuse them with our lifestyle confuses them. We teach them with this way, and then we will go the other way. And then we're wondering why are they rebelling? Why are they resisting so hard? They will resist. My daughter can't resist because she sees me read. She can't resist classes because she sees me sit in classes, sit my butt down for hours. She can't resist me. There's some things I can't resist because you see it. So show workings. Show workings. But some of us, we want to, because you think you are parents now, we are beyond accountability. It's a lie. Your daughter will not be accountable to you. It's just because you know what? They will get to a point where they see beyond that veil of hypocrisy. And the moment your daughter sees beyond your veil of hypocrisy, you're done for. Because you are losing her. You will lose her. It is not a cause. You will lose because she's saying that what you're saying, you're not doing it. So you're not believable. You want your daughter to get ahead, then your workings must be believable. She must say that no, mommy is just not saying, mommy is actually doing it. And have I said you'll be perfect? No. But they must see you attempt. They must see you make efforts. They must see you struggle to become better. Then that is when day two, without you don't have to now sweat it, you don't have to, and that's why some people are always fighting. And then you did not do this, you did not, you depend, did you do it? It is unfair. It is wickedness to expect of your daughter the set to expect of your daughter the standard that you have not brought yourself up to. It is unfair and it is wicked. What you have not done, you want your daughter to do it and even get that. You are lying to yourself. It won't happen. And it is me too. I'm lying to myself. What I have not done, I am expecting my daughter to do it. I'm lying to myself. I'm fooling myself as a matter of fact. Life doesn't work that way. To your daughter, they have to see believable workings. Your daughter must know that my mommy is trying to make effort. She's rigorously. She's not perfect. I say it to my daughter. I say I'm not a perfect mom, but I'm a mom that learns. I'm a mom that's willing to adjust. A mom that's willing to be better. Why? Because I need to be better. Why? For my daughter to be better. I understand that and I live like that. I am not perfect. I got my flaws. I got where I'm learning. I got where I'm groping. But one thing is, I try. And that is the only thing we all need to do. We need to try. We need to make that effort. But some of us say, go and be reading, we will go and be watching. I've not said don't watch anything. I watch movies, of course. But there's a time I watch movie, there's a time we sit down and learn, there's a time we do you understand? Say, you go and attend your classes. She has never some of us our daughters have never seen us attend they have never seen us. And you want to take their story seriously, it's okay. Believable workings. So those are the things that look at me. For me, that's I look at myself and I say, well, when my daughter is writing a story, I want her to say one of the people that challenges me is my mom. That's for me. I don't know for other people, but you know what the things that we want is different. But for me, and I've told us, and I think I shared with us a long time ago, how that we should stop saying I want my daughter to make me proud. I don't say that anymore. Rather, I want to make my daughter proud. I don't say make me proud. What do I mean? What's that? Me myself make myself proud, then I will not make my daughter proud. So your daughter will not even need any preaching, any whatever. Do you understand? Before I used to be like, oh, have you studied? But these days she's one that say, mommy, let me see what see, and then she'll come say, mommy, this particular character in the Bible, can we talk about her? I'm serious. And I never, go by dragging, but she sees what I do. Am I perfect? No. Am I willing to get better? Yes. Do I consciously work towards becoming better? Yes. Is that what we need to do? Yes. And as you're doing that, your daughter has they are seeing the sincerity of your life. Maybe that's I should just sum it up like that. Your daughter must be able to see the sincerity of your life so that she can get ahead. So that you are not hindering your daughter by yourself. Finally, for today, another thing that your daughter needs to get ahead, she needs you need the patience factor. Some of us were too impatient. It took me 40 years to get here. We have not even gotten anywhere. The other is just 10, she's just 12, she's just 13, she's just 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And we expect them to be all made. You need the patience factor, patience with yourself, patience with your daughter. Patience to know that your daughter to understand, realize that your daughter is on a journey. She's not going to get there in a day. It's a journey, not a destination. And there's no rush. But do what you should do. Timeline. As long as you're putting what you should put per timeline, then we're going to be just fine. So another thing you must understand this journey of patience. This journey of patience means focusing on your own daughter. Focus on your daughter. Focus on your focus. That one that you have in your hands, that daughter that God has given you, that is the one you focus on. Not on the one that is winning all the awards, carrying all the awards, or doing all of the gym, whatever it is that that we put pressure on our daughters for. But focus on your own. Work with her. Build with her. Do you know it takes patience to build your daughter? Build with her. Be patient with her. It is hard, but it is not impossible. Because what is registering in the mind of your daughter is that I am here, I matter, I'm being listened to, and I am being encouraged. And that is what anybody needs. So that when she now leaves your home to go to that school, you are sure that yes, whatever decision she's making is aligning with what it is that she should be making. You're not wondering, hey, where is she? What's she doing? I don't want my daughter to leave home at 18 and I'm wondering whether she's doing what is right or wrong. Then I would have failed. I would have failed. I would have failed. If it is when if that is when I'm now after she has left my home is when I'm wondering, I would have failed. What was I doing the last 18 or 17 years? So patience. patience. I mentioned 10 things our daughter needs to do to get ahead. Number one, I said structure for consistent and deliberate instructions. Number two, I said constant check-ins, and I took my time to explain what it means to check in with your daughter. Number three, I said reflections. Your daughter has to learn how to reflect. Number four, I said feedbacks, and I told you how the feedback can come from. Number five, I said volunteering. Please stop hiding your daughters. Nothing will happen to them. There's no lie on anywhere. Your daughters will be fine. Number six, I said timeline. Know that you don't have forever with your daughter. Number seven, I said opportunities for practice. All things that you're putting in. Give opportunities to let them express what you're practicing. I mean, what you're teaching, what they've been learning. Number eight, I'm using number nine. I said relatable expectations. What do you expect of your daughter? What is she aware of the expectations? Does she know what is expected? Does she know everybody's just groping in the dark and wondering whether or not? No, there shouldn't be whether or whether or not. With exactitude, your daughter should know that this one is not acceptable. This is what is expected of me, and then she will walk in that direction. Teach a child, teach it that way. We know what is expected. We know what we stand. We know what we believe. So we're not deviating. We're not confused. So it doesn't mean that she will get it at a point. No, she won't get it in one day, but constant build up, constant guidance. And when there's a fall, then there will be a pull up. When there's a fall, there will be a pull up until she's standing very well. Relatable expectations. I talk about believable working. This is where the sincerity of our art and the sincerity then there has to be sincerity between our words and our actions. Between our words and our actions, what we're saying and what we're doing, there's to be sincerity. Our daughter is watching. And finally, I said there's to be patience factor. Your daughter is not, she's not alpha and omega. She's just a girl trying to find a way in the world. Have patience with your daughter, have patience with yourself, and then continue to encourage each other. And before you know it, you'll be that daughter you want, that one that you really want. She will happen. Yeah, I so believe that the daughter you were the one that you see. I don't know whether you see a picture of your daughter in your mind, but the ones that you see in your mind, that particular picture, it will happen if you keep doing all of this here and there. I hope that you've learned something. Don't forget, let's grow this community together. If you've been learning here, you've been gaining something here, and don't forget, we have loads and loads of videos for your consumption, is it consumption for your consumption and growth? Yes, and then fingers crossed for our latest projects that's coming. So don't forget, please. And another thing I wanted to share with us, please follow. We're actively engaging teenage girls on Instagram. Tell your girls to follow your teenage girls, or you follow on their behalf, and also on Facebook we're dropping tips for them that is helping them. And also don't forget, bring your girls to this community, please, 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 please. Let us work together to raise girls that will make a difference in their world. Thank you for coming. For every time you come, I don't take it for granted, and I don't want to keep you beyond the 1 hour that is scheduled for this program. I hope you learned something. I'll be here again next week, God willing. Thank you. God bless you, and bye bye.